Hello all, my name is Gaurav Singh and today we learn about differences between how HA used to work in 4.x days and now how HA works in 5.x days. In my last session I told you they have completely metamorphized the architecture of HA. So what they exactly did in 4.x days, 4. by means I mean 3.5, 4.0 and 4.1. HA used to work on AAM daemon. Basically that was the carrier. It was advanced automatic manager. In 5.x it works on FDM, which is fault domain manager, right? But does it change anything? Not really, right? So let's understand what is basically 4.x. Okay, so basically on the architecture side, 4.x used to work on a primary secondary model, in which, now listen to me carefully, in which let's say the cluster, okay, first thing, in a cluster there can be maximum 32 ESXi hosts until 5.5. in 6 vSphere 6 they changed it to 64 hosts per cluster, right? So yeah, back to the point. So if we have a cluster of 32 ESXi hosts and we are talking about 4.x days, only 5 were primary and remaining all were secondary. Even in 5 primary there was one which was called, there was one ESXi host which was master primary. So what used to happen is that all secondary servers, they used to talk to the primary servers, and primary servers used to talk to the master primary, and master primary server used to talk to the vSphere using AAM, right? AM channel, right? So now if we talk about in a more conventional way, at least one primary should be up in order to ensure that HA is working. So only four simultaneous hosts failure were supported. I'm writing it in boards because I want you guys to by heart this, because in 4.x days only 4 simultaneous host failures were supported. That is, if at a given point of time in all those 32 ESXi hosts, if the 5th ESXi host gets failed, its VM will die with itself, right? There would be no HA triggering for that 5th host because there were only 4 simultaneous hosts, and the reason was that there were 5 primary servers and VMware has to ensure that only one has to be up at any given point of time. What they changed in ESX 5.x is that now they changed this to master slave model, right? When there is one master and all are slaves, right? So now what happens is that my all slaves talk to the master server. My master ESXi host go and talk to the vSphere client, vSphere server using FDM daemon, which is a channel, right? Now what happens that if my master have the capability, like the compute resources, even if all the 31 ESXi hosts gets failed, the VMs will be restarted on that one master, and it will ensure that the environment is run. So theoretically, even if 31 ESXi hosts within the cluster fails, I can still run the show, right? ये समझ में आ गया आपको? Main the difference was AAM FDM, second primary, secondary and master slave, third 4 simultaneous and 31 simultaneous, right? So this is it from my side till now. I'll get into details in the next slide. Thank you.